today we have your Mahindra XUV 3XO, and I'm gonna give you a little view. Come along, let's have fun.
Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. When I first saw the Mahindra XUV 3XO, I wasn't expecting it to surprise me this much. Because when you hear entry-level SUV, you probably think small engine, basic interior, slow acceleration, basically a car that gets you from point A to B. But this thing, a 1.2-liter turbocharged engine, 82 kilowatts, 200 newton meters of torque, and it actually looks like it wants to race somebody. So today we're finding out if the XUV 3XO is just another affordable SUV, or if Mahindra has actually built something that can give the usual suspects, your T-Crosses, your Sonnets and other compact SUV, a proper headache. Let's get into it. Starting at the front, this is probably one of the first things that caught my attention. The XUV 3XO doesn't look really like what you'd expect from an entry-level SUV. You got the aggressive front end, the LED lighting, that big grille. English sometimes is bad, guys, so it has a little bit of an attitude, and I think that's important because at this price point, you don't necessarily expect a car to have this much road presence. From the side, it's still compact, which is exactly what you want in this segment. You can drive it around Johannesburg, Cape Town, wherever you are, and you're not trying to squeeze a massive SUV into every parking bay. But at the same time, it doesn't look tiny at all. And then we come to the rear. Personally, I think the rear design makes the car look wider than it actually is. So visually, Mahindra has done a really good job here. But enough about looks. Because the real question is, how does this thing actually drive? Under the bonnet, we have 1.2-liter turbocharged petrol engine, 82 kilowatts and 200 newton meters. So now, 82 kilowatts might not sound like a crazy number. You're not buying this thinking you're getting a Golf R. But the 200 newton meters is where things get interesting, because around town, you actually have enough torque to make the car feel responsive. You put your foot down and the turbo starts doing its thing. And that's probably one of my favorite things about this car. It doesn't feel like you're constantly fighting the engine. You don't have to plan your entire life before overtaking someone. You just press the accelerator and it actually moves. Now, obviously, this is not a performance SUV, so don't go buying one thinking that you are going to embarrass a Polo Cheetah at the robots. But for everyday driving, it has enough punch to keep things interesting. And this is where I think the XUV 3XO makes sense, because let's be honest, most people buying this type of car aren't waking up every day morning thinking, today I need to break my personal 0 to 100 record. No, you want something that's comfortable, you want something that's practical, you want something that doesn't destroy your wallet every time you visit the petrol station, and you want something that can still put a smile on your face when you decide to give it a little bit of a throttle. And honestly, I think this car understands the assignment. Jumping inside, this is another area where the XUV 3XO surprised me. The interior doesn't feel like Mahindra simply said, okay, let's make this cheap. There's actually effort here. The screens, the layout, the controls, everything feels designed around, making the driver feel like they're sitting in something modern. And then you start noticing some of the features. You've got a 360-degree camera, which is honestly one of those features you don't think you need until you actually use it. When you're parking, you can see what's happening around the car instead of guessing where the front or rear bumper is. And there's even a camera mounted around the side mirror area, giving you another view of what's happening beside the car. So when you're maneuvering in tight spaces, the car is basically helping you to keep an eye on things. And if you get too close to something, you'll definitely hear about it. The beeping starts, and suddenly you are like, you can have the best engine in the world, but if you get inside and the interior feels like it belongs in 2012, people are going to notice, bruh. The XUV 3XO doesn't really give you that feeling. And for someone buying their first new car or upgrading from an older vehicle, this could actually feel like a pretty big step. We are here again, go. But let's talk about something that doesn't always look good on Instagram, the practicality. Because a car can look amazing in cinematic shots, but then you put your shopping bags inside and suddenly you are playing Tetris. The XUV 3XO is compact enough for your everyday city driving, but you still get that SUV practicality. You have usable space inside, decent passenger room, and the high driving position that people love about SUV. And that's really the appeal of this entire segment. We are getting something that's small enough for the city, but versatile enough for everyday life. Now let's put this into a perspective, because if you're shopping in this category, we are not looking at the XUV 3XO in isolation. We are probably looking at something like a T-Cross, your Kia Sonet, your Hyundai Avenue, your Suzuki Fronx, and the question becomes, why should I choose this? And I think Mahindra's biggest weapon here is the amount of calm you're getting for your money. Because you're getting the turbocharged engine, the 200 newton meters of torque, the modern technology, and a very bold design. The T-Cross has the badge, the Fronx has the styling, the Sonnet has built a strong reputation. But Mahindra has come into this market basically saying, cool, but look at what we're giving you. And that's what makes the XUV 3XO interesting. I will recommend this car to someone who wants their first proper new car, a student who has graduated and needs something practical, a young professional who wants an SUV without jumping into a massive monthly payments, a small family, or simply someone who doesn't care about having the biggest badge on the steering wheel. Because sometimes you don't need to buy the car everybody expects you to buy. You need to buy the car that actually makes sense for you, and that's where the XUV 3XO becomes quite compelling. So if you are currently shopping for a compact XUV, don't just walk past the Mahindra dealership because you think you already know what you're getting. Just go drive the XUV 3XO, because this little SUV might just surprise you. And if you enjoyed the review, you already know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, because we are only getting started.